With Frank finally releasing a lore video giving us an explanation on what's been happening so far, I think it's appropriate to give a recap for Frank's new fans on what's been going on in the Filthy Frank universe, what's happened, what's going to happen, and more. The newest story arc starts off in late 2014 in a video called Worst Film Ever. In this video, a character we've seen before named Dade is dying of a liver failure and Frank must find a cure for him. You can watch this video by yourself as there's only one important detail that we're looking for.
I'll give you all the sacrifices you need.
Frank promises Chinchin all the sacrifices he needs if Chinchin promises to help him. The next lore video takes place in Anime Hunter, Chinchin Arrives, where Frank and his friend Pookie are hunting animes. Frank ends up having to kill Pookie, again, and just like the title says, Chinchin arrives. Chinchin demands that Frank hands him over the sacrifices that he promised, but Frank has not because he's a fucking idiot. The annual sacrifice is coming up and Chinchin hungers. The rest of the video is simply an announcement.
I knew this day would come again. I owe the sacrifices. I must tell the others.
The next video significant to the main Frank storyline is the one titled Where Are the Sacrifices? This video is another announcement but tells us that Frank and Red Dick, one of the original characters, has gone into hiding in the Nairobi desert under the Chinchin Hazard Bunker 19. In the middle of Frank's rogue transmission, it's interrupted by the Dark God himself. He threatens us, saying that if he does not get the sacrifices he wants, Frank will be killed. Frank also got a fish.
Hello? Hello?
After some gay crawfish antics with Frank and his crew, the video we've been waiting for awaits. Chinchin Sacrifice 2015. Frank offers the Dark Lord the sacrifices he demands, which is contained in a bag of the dankest and foulest memes. After a couple of minutes of disgusting fan-made shit, Frank asks Chinchin if the sacrifices were good enough. Chinchin looks barely pleased, but demands that Frank hands over Pink Guy. Why Chinchin wants Pink Guy is unknown, but Frank refuses, angering Chinchin. He punishes Frank by banishing him to the edge of the Omniverse, the Realm Zero, also known as the Rice Fields.
No!
After 60,000 chromosomes of aimlessly traveling, he finds a flute, Salamander Man's flute. He plays it, and in the distance, we can hear the iconic cry of Salamander Man. Frank heads toward the cry, and the video ends. The next step forward in the story is titled Toilet Sriracha Shrimp, which is arguably the most important and significant video in terms of narrative. It tells us that Frank and Pink Guy have spent millions of chromosomes to try and get back home, but by the looks of it, they haven't made much progress. They fought many wars, stolen from powerful deities, and have angered the Peace Lords. What any of this means, we don't know, and probably won't be explained. We are shown that Frank is currently in Realm 88, known as Aqua Centauri. It's a private realm, owned by Suncorp. Frank tells Salamander Man that they're awaiting the Gatekeeper, a powerful cosmic entity that is interested in helping them. The Gatekeeper's age is infinite, and he's also gender fluid. He tells Frank that in order to help him get home, he has to get the right coordinates, and the only way to get those coordinates is through the sense of smell. Pink Guy must cook sriracha shrimp, so Frank can smell it and make his way home. It sounds easy, except for one problem.
But you see, Pink Guy can't cook at all.
Pink Guy is a shit cook. Luckily, one of Frank's friends turns out to be a gourmet chef, and we've already seen him before, Red Dick. They summon him from the sky to help Pink Guy cook sriracha shrimp, and even if it came from the toilet, it looks pretty damn good. When they finish up their work, Frank says that he can smell the shrimp, and they start making their way home. However, this isn't a happy ending just yet.
Oh boy, is that the fresh smell of shrimp I smell? Hopefully it's not the stuff I threw in the bathroom the other day. Why? You're an imposter.
That's right, there's a new antagonist in the Frank universe, an imposter. Who this imposter is, where he came from, or what he wants is completely unknown. He's characterized by the sunglasses that he wears while the real Frank dons normal eyeglasses. About a month later, a video is uploaded titled Loser Reads Hater Comments 3. It may not seem like it has any contribution to the plot, but after a close inspection, it does. First, we know that this is the real Frank because he's wearing eyeglasses, not sunglasses. Second, he tells us in the opening frame that he has been looking for Pink Eye and Chin Chin to collect more chromosomes for an unknown agenda. The video takes place on a train, and Frank even states that there are rice fields outside, meaning that he's still in Realm Zero.
Some quality rice fields right there.
This doesn't advance the plot in any way, but just tells us that the true Frank is out there making his way home. But let's take a break from the real Frank. What about Imposter Frank?
The protege learns from the master. The master learns from the god. People who base their whole fucking life on astrology. That is such a Gemini thing to say. I knew it. You can't trust those Scorpios, girl. She's like really, really nice. You know, I like these little intimate talks with you. While I'm on the swing, I feel like I'm your stepdad. Taking you to the park, spending some quality time with you. Otherwise, your mom's gonna make me sleep on the couch. And oh boy, I don't want to sleep on the couch.
The imposter Frank has been making videos and collaborating with other YouTubers. Every time you see Frank wearing sunglasses, that isn't the real Frank. It's the imposter. We don't get any forward advancement in the story until 11 months later, when the video I Hate Vegans comes out.
Ain't nothing like a good salad. I said, ain't nothing like a good salad. Hey, I'm vegan.
Most of the video is just Imposter Frank doing his antics until they are attacked by a veggie cunt from Realm Chloroplast 7. After a brief struggle, this short clip plays at the end.
I know your secret. You're not the real Frank.
You're tripping, dog, you're tripping.
That's why you don't want the Peace Lords to find out.
There will be a war.
This one clip alone confirms that Frank still cares about the story, even if he's held it off for almost a year. Veggie Cunt somehow knows that the Frank he's talking to is fake, and the imposter responds by saying there's gonna be a war. And finally, we're brought to the calm before the storm. A video has been uploaded titled A War is Coming.
No!
The video is more of a promo for the next Pink Eye album, but still shows us some narrative nonetheless. We're told that Pink Eye has become suspicious of Frank and sets out to find the real Frank. He's been searching realms one by one and has to keep going back to his original realm to stockpile on supplies before searching another one. Filthy Frank has the ability to travel between realms, but in order to do it, he needs proper coordinates and chromosomes to fuel the trip. Chromosomes, from what I've seen, are a form of power and measurement of time. Pink Eye has been sneaking off to different realms and giving coordinates to an entity who knows Frank personally. We aren't told who this is, however. In the video, Pink Eye travels to Realm East Vegetation 6. He gets tired and plays his newest album, Pink Season. However, he hears a sound. A very familiar sound. He runs towards the sound, and we get a quick flashback to see what Frank's been doing. He tells us that he sent Salamander Man out to find Pink Eye so they can regroup and go home. However, Pink Eye can't seem to find anybody except for a very gay man. A green cunt, to be exact. The green cunt has no actual home realm, but is instead a realm scavenger. He sees Pink Eye run past them and asks what he's doing. After a conversation that goes nowhere, Green Cunt says that he senses a great power in the box that Pink Eye is holding. Pink Eye plays a song in his album, and Green Cunt is amazed. However, he tells Pink Eye that the power in the box, if in the wrong hands, can cause great chaos, so he tries to take it from him, and the greatest anime fight scene ever created ensues.
No! No! Fuck you, man! Fuck you, man! Fuck you, bitch boy!
Green Cunt gets the upper hand and is about to kill Pink Guy until he's saved by an old friend. Pink Guy's life is saved by Salamander Man. He gives Salamander Man the coordinates they'll meet up at when they expect Chin Chin to arrive, and they split up. Pink Guy runs back home, and Salamander Man goes back to Frank to give him the coordinates. And that's the story so far. Chin Chin banished Frank to the edge of the Omniverse almost a year ago, and the real Frank has been making his way back home while the imposter Frank fills in for him by making videos and trying to be just as cynical as he is. I highly recommend you watch Filthy Frank. The amazing balance of humor and narrative his videos can have is absolutely amazing, inspiring, and overall good. Filthy Frank isn't just the channel of some dumbass making videos. It's a story of sacrifice, banishment, journey, and resolve. Or maybe it is actually just some dumbass making videos. Yeah, probably. My name is Hydron, and if you want more videos like this one, let me know. I absolutely loved making this video because it required effort and dedication. If this gets enough positive response, I'll definitely get working on a follow-up video for the future of the Filthy Frank storyline. Or any other channel, actually. If you enjoyed it, then leave a like or even subscribe. Any kind of support keeps me motivated to make these. Thanks, guys.